Some lures become legends not because they're flashy, but because they simply catch fish. The Rapala Shad Rap SR-5 is one of those lures. At just 2 inches long and weighing 3/16 of an ounce, it doesn't scream trophy hunter. But the moment it hits the water, its balsa wood body and tight, natural wobble transform into a deadly baitfish imitation. Bass, walleye, and trout have been fooled by it for decades, and for good reason. The SR-5's real secret lies in the details on how you fish it. First, you have to trust the action. Many anglers try to overwork their crankbaits, jerking and twisting as if they need to convince the fish, but with the Shad Rap, less is actually more. Cast it out, reel it in, and let the lure's natural wobble do all of the work. The design is hand tuned for that exact purpose, and it's amazing how many bites come from a simple, steady retrieve. Depth control is also another secret. The SR-5 is naturally going to dive between 4 and 9 feet, a range where predators love to hunt. Adjusting your line helps to control this. Lighter fluorocarbon or mono allows the bait to reach its deepest potential, while heavier line keeps it shallower. The trick is to figure out where the fish are holding and then use your setup to put the bait in the right place. But perhaps the biggest overlooked secret is how the Shad Rap behaves on the pause. When you stop reeling, the buoyant balsa wood body makes the lure rise slightly. That gentle float mimics a wounded baitfish trying to recover, and that often is when the strike will happen. Adding short pauses into your retrieve can turn lookers into biters. Now let's address also the elephant in the room, swivel snaps. Purists will insist on a direct tie, claiming it gives the lure slightly better action. And sure, they're right on a technical level. But here's the reality. Sometimes the best way to catch fish is to adapt quickly. Using a small swivel snap means you can change lures and colors in seconds instead of constantly retying knots. I know some people will comment about it, but flexibility often catches more fish than perfection does. If you can snap and swap through a handful of Shad Rap colors quickly, you'll dial in what the fish want faster, and you're much more likely to reach for this lure throughout the day as a result. At the end of the day, the secret to the Rapala Shad Rap SR-5 isn't magic. It's simplicity, patience, and the willingness to adapt. Trust the action, fish the right depth, pause when it counts, and don't be afraid to use a swivel snap to stay nimble. I know, come at me. Do that, and you'll see why this little crankbait has stood the test of time. Take care, my friends.